Hey team, I just wanted to come to you to talk about advertising and graphic design and how to make people stop their scroll to make sure that they see what you have to offer them. Before we even get to the actual graphic, I want to talk to you about what it means to be a Beachbody coach and how to effectively market your network. So here is what I want you guys to think about from the very, very beginning. You are talking to the person that you were before you found Beachbody. Are you hearing me? I want you to talk to the person that feels like they lack purpose in this world. I want you to talk to the person who is struggling to find a solution to their medical issues or weight issues or even confidence issues. That was me. I want you to talk to, for me, it's the mom that's sick and tired of being sick and tired, that was always on the back burner, never on the priority list, taking care of everyone else and never taking care of myself. That's who I talk to. That is who I think of every time I make a post. So whenever I am talking to that person, to my before Beachbody person, that is who I'm focusing on. So your words need to be focused on that because that's who you're going to attract. You attract those like you. And so if it spoke to you, it's going to speak to them. They may not react immediately, but it is going to speak to them. So something I learned from a great marketing coach I hired was the island concept. So island A is who that person was before you met Beachbody. And I totally want you to brain dump in a notebook. What were your feelings? What were your frustrations? What were your struggles? What were your health issues? All of that. Write it all down. Every single nitty bitty thing is extremely important. Write it all down. That's all under Island A. Something else I want to tell you guys is you are not Beachbody. You are you. You are the unique brand of awesome that God put on this earth. So be you. Don't imitate anyone else. Be you. Be authentically, unapologetically the version of you. So in between Island A, where you were before Beachbody and who you're talking to, Island B is the results that you got from Beachbody. And you list every single detail about it too. What have you gained? Have you gained confidence, energy? Have you released weight? Have you been able to get off medications due to health issues? Have you found your purpose? Do you see a vision for your life now? Did you find you're happy? That was so me. It took me by surprise. I didn't realize I was unhappy until I was happy. Crazy. But seriously, write down every little detail because those are the differences between the two islands because you want to be able to show people how to get there, right? So you're getting on the USS Beachbody ship to go from Island A to Island B. You are not Beachbody. You are the captain of the ship. And so Beachbody and all their amazing supplements and programs are the crew on the ship. They are the tools and the helpers to help you help people. So don't mistake you for Beachbody. You are not a corporate cookie cutter person. You are you. And you get to do this however you want, which is the coolest thing about it. So you're on this ship, and I want you to think about it. You were going from who you were to who you are becoming or have become. And that's a pretty big deal. And so please keep that in your head when you are talking to people, like in your text of your writing in your advertising and sharing Transformation Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays and sneak peek to business opportunities. You talk to where you were and you tell them where you're going. Because if they don't have a map or a direction to follow, or if they don't feel like you know how to get there, they're not going to jump on ship with you. So you need to be ready to be the captain of the ship and to lead them consistently, which means you show up for yourself and then you show up for them. So all of that to tell you that is the first step. The second step is all about the images that you are using. So even before you design your own, I want you to think about when you take a selfie. So I did this on purpose so y'all can see. I have trash. I have school supplies stacked up in bags back there. I have dirty laundry. You don't want any of that well, I take that back. You might want some of that chaos. And if you're speaking to a mom that has all this going on and you're still making time for working out. But I want you to be conscious of what's in the background, what it looks like. Because most of the time, my images I do from here when I'm in my office because I have natural light over here. Over on this side are my windows. So face natural light to get the best image. I have my cow picture behind me, my rainbow napkin that was made for me. I love taking pictures right here. In my workout room, I always face the window so I get the natural light and do this. Another thing I want you guys to think of is you angle down, not to get a cleavage shot. Please don't do that, girl. But you angle down to give you the best view of you. It's the best, it's the most slimming, attractive version of you. Also, I want you to sit up straight and be confident and smile. Give a real smile. Think of something that makes you happy. Or do silly faces. I'm the queen of crazy, quirky faces. So I want you guys to think of that when you have images you want to share in your just for social media sharing and also for advertising sharing. So that is very important. Something that helps you with your images is there are some apps I want to talk to you about for just selfies. Facetune is amazing. Just download that app and thank me later. It's amazing. Don't get too crazy with it because it has like a smoothing thing. Don't get crazy because people will know when you have overcorrected yourself. But it does, like every so often, I'll just take little snippets. Like I have this, I have a little bit under the eye. I just do just a smidgen of a touch to make it just a little pretty. And then I can save that image to use for whatever ad I want to do in the future. So that is important. You don't want a grainy, dark image. When you're doing videos for your workout, you can use iMovie or Pick, Post, Play. Those are ones I use a lot for video collages. Just make sure that you are being aware of what you're doing in the video. So like, don't share a video where your booty is up in the air facing the camera, or where you're giving a shot down your tank top, or a crotch shot when you're like doing maybe sit-ups or something. Just be very careful about how you do it. Again, even when I do my videos, I have it sitting in front of my windows so I am facing the natural light to make me look better. It makes a difference. Okay, so now we've gone past that. Let's talk about graphic design. And I don't know how many of you have looked into branding yourself. It's not totally 100% important right now, but I want you to kind of take yourself very seriously about what and how you share. So here is just a few things I wanted to show you, because I actually have branding colors. Does that mean I'm something cool and awesome? Absolutely not. But it's colors that I was attracted to, and I liked the way that they were together, that I went to a website to kind of see where I could find ones I liked. And then I wrote down those color numbers and I use them all the time. So when you see me sharing a video, it almost always has a teal background. When you see me do graphics, it has teal and yellow and gray in colors. It's just my brand. That's what Empower Fitness Empire is for me. And that's what Tara Swinford is for those that are coming to me. So I want you to, how you find this, because sometimes you don't know what colors you're attracted to. I like all colors, to be honest. I like them all. I'm not a huge fan of purple, but I like it in this. So here is how you find what you love. Are you guys ready? It's so silly. Look at commercials. Look at magazine ads. Look at even Facebook ads. Look at billboards. What is drawing your attention to them? What colors are you seeing? What fonts are you seeing? Are you seeing like certain ones that just really stand out to you? And I want you to just kind of think about it. So my son just got his Sports Illustrated for kids, not the regular one. I don't need him to get swimsuit edition quite yet. But like, look, like I love teal, but I love how it's like darker and then goes lighter. Look at the black and gray with the yellow. Like these are my branding colors. Okay, do you see how they have, let me see. I'm going to try to show you. Here's another thing that I thought was very cool. It's the front of one of my photography magazines. I love this font and how there's just one little dab of color right there, but it overlaps. And it's a really cool, like gravitating picture. Less is more. And I want you guys to hear this. People tend to get a little busy with their graphics. I want you to see this. Less is more. So even this, like not really the image, but just the fonts. See how they go big and then have just a little something. Sometimes you see like a bold print and then it has a cursive subline, or vice versa. Let's see. I'm trying to, this is gorgeous. Like, look at how simple this is. It's one picture. They just put a border on it and it has two fonts. Do not ever do more than two fonts. And they need to complement each other. So it needs to be like a typewriter or a bold print mixed with maybe an italic or a cursive type font. And you can play with that. You can even play with the colors on that. But like even this, like, see, that really stands out to me because it's my colors. See what I mean? Like, it's just like something just pops out at you and you're like, heck yes. Are there brands that you love, like Nike or Target or something like that? Go look at their ads. Go to their website. See how they're doing it. Target's really great at using white backgrounds with red dots everywhere, or white background with red accents. Nike, of course, they have their swoosh, but they also do, guys, look at that cursive writing and how they just did a smidgen of something right there. Do you see that? See what I mean? Like, that would stop your eye in your scroll. And these are obviously professional images behind. That's why I'm telling you to work on your selfie in the natural light. Here's a great way of mixing the fonts. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a serif font is what it's called. It's just a print font, and then they just did a little bit of an italic swirly with it. You see that? You see that? Yeah. Okay, so you build a folder either on your computer, if you're like just screenshot it and move it over to that file. I do a lot of it with top coaches. If they do an ad or if they have wording that I'm like, man, that's good. I like that idea. I want to make that into something that's mine, but I got to play with it. And so I'll screenshot it and just save it to a folder, which has helped me a lot. Like, let's see. This is something that I love that is a big part of my, how I do things for my marketing too. Like this has a lot of words, but I love the chalkboard look and how it's something big with just a little something swirl. And then you could have like, ignore all these words. You could have like your picture with like a high five or a thumbs up or you lifting weights or in the kitchen meal prepping, whatever it is that you are advertising to. Okay, so you guys get the idea. Make yourself an inspiration folder. A great way to do that is screenshot, save it in a folder. Another one, I'm going to move on to showing you guys my computer screen. Are you ready? Oh, wait, I'm not that good. Okay, share screen. Pinterest is thebond.com. And so I want you guys, okay, my screen share stopped and I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Okay, Pinterest is thebond.com. Now we're back. Okay, so I want you guys to kind of see what I have done for my inspiration. And I don't know why all my boards have moved. So Pinterest has done it yet again. But I am going to show you, I have an inspirational, different things like how to design, words to live by, and motivational quotes. Okay, so I'm always collecting quotes, as y'all can see. I never share these images. It drives my coach crazy, Carrie, I'm sorry, but I do not share these images like they are for the most part. I typically love, okay, like this quote. She's a dreamer, a doer, a thinker. She sees possibility everywhere. That's amazing. I love it. I love to inspire people that way. But guess what? Those words are going to be on a picture of me, of something that I have taken or something that is part of my day. And so Google is not working for me. I'm working for me, and people are attracted to me. So I don't use Google Images in my business at all, but I sure do love being motivated by amazing words and quotes. So, okay, so you guys see that, and I want you guys to remember that. That is very important for you to collect things like that to use on your, goodness gracious, on your images. Okay, so another thing that I do is I love fonts. I don't know if you could tell that just from me talking about it, but there are different places that you can go download fonts for free. Don't get too crazy with it. But like I said, like I really love chalkboard fonts. And so you can search fonts on Pinterest and you can actually follow the link and they will show you where to download them from. They also show you how to pair fonts and where to download those fonts that they paired from. Guys, Pinterest is a gold mine for anything and everything that you want along those along these lines. So you see that. You can use it for that. Another thing I want you to see that you can do, and this is from back in my designer days and whenever I worked with graphic artists, I can just look up color inspiration and they do these cool things with pictures. So graphic artists come together and you see all these beautiful images, like how you can put something together to make it pretty. Because I have a hard time knowing what coordinates together, or I have a hard time getting outside of my comfort zone. And so when you see these different types of images, like, man, I just really am drawn to that. Oh, these are the colors from that. You can use those colors in your marketing. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. These are all the baby steps on how to get to the actual graphic design. So you have that going on. Something else is you can look at different ads, and let me see if I have some of these saved. Let's see. I thought I did. Oh, creative inspiration might be where I have it. I'm so organized that I don't know where to be organized from. Maybe this is it. Oh. No, this is when I was doing scrapbooking. Anyways, you can look up, let's say, Nike ads, because they're always my favorite. Like, check this out. Can you imagine putting words over your body? Or what if you, like, I think of one of my teammates, Lauren. She always does a move of the day. So what if you caught yourself in a freeze frame and put move of the day as on there for, like, hey, y'all stay tuned. You'll see my live video of move of the day, or whatever the case might be. Possibilities are endless. You can look at how they just do some of their ads. So what if you did block words on one of your sweaty selfies like this and the colors that attract you? Obviously, this attracted me because it's yellow and blue. See, I'm telling you, there's power in it. Like, this is unbelievably awesome. Make yourself strong. It's simple, it's sweet, it's to the point, and the point is very, very bold, and it will stop people from scrolling. You can do that with a sweaty selfie. You can do that with just standing there doing your Friday flex. It doesn't have to be Friday flex, here I am again, or it doesn't have to be drinking my shake again. You can make it something that is more than what we have been doing. Okay, so you see in Pinterest, you start getting inspiration. What's next? Okay, so next is you might want to see what colors attract your eye. So I go to colors.co, and it's actually cooler, COOLORS.co. I love it. So you just want to generate, and it will just keep doing things for you. And if you notice here at the bottom, it gives you the actual color code. This is where I found my branding colors and the coloring code for them. You can explore to see a whole bunch of different ones. So which one is speaking to you? Like, maybe, again, it's teal and yellow. This is what I do, guys. I'm telling you, I have issues. But maybe you'll find what really speaks to you, so you know what colors you want to use throughout your everything, for font colors, for background colors, to whatever you're doing. I highly suggest using this website because it really trains your eye to look at what you want to use. So now you have your folder of inspiration. You have colors that speak to you. My next step is to go to canva.com. It is my very favorite because it can make you look so freaking professional with very little graphic design experience. And also something it does is it saves everything that you have done. So you can come in here and do Facebook covers, you can do ads, you can do ebooks to share recipes with people. Once you have a team, you can do shout outs to Success Club earners, but even weekly shout outs to your challengers. Make it fun, but it's something that you can use all of the time. And the cool part is once you get it down, like right here, week 1 of fitness, do y'all see this? I put together it was for a free Christmas group. Well, guess what? I get to use that again this December. Like, I don't have to recreate stuff. Once you do it, you have it. Canva saves it for you. Another great thing is it's all for free, and they tell you when there are purchase options. So I'm going to walk through something super quick and easy for you to show you how this is done. And it's not going to be anything I'm really going to use, but I kind of want to go through every little bit of it to kind of show you how easy this can be. If you end up purchasing an image through them, it's only $1 per pop, which is way cheaper than any stock photo image that you can buy. So let's just say we want to do a Facebook post. So you click Facebook post. It already has the dimensions on what looks best for Facebook posts. If you look down here, they have things that are already put together. And you will see, like right here, it says free for the free ones. If you do this, it shows a $sign. That means this layout is only $1. So let's say, let me find something that speaks to me. Hang on. I didn't plan this totally. Okay, let's do this. So maybe you're wanting to share about what you learned in your personal development time, like a quote that really stood out to you. You can click this. It's a free one right now. Type in your quote. Let's just say you are worth the effort. I don't know. I'm like totally lost on which. So you deserve happiness and success. Let's just say you learned that today in your having your coffee or your tea or your Shakeology or whatever case it was. And you can even change this to a different color by clicking pick a color. And they, like in this, they already have the colors that they have used. And you can change it to one that's already in this as like the most used colors, or you can hit that plus sign and it gives you a wheel to maybe do something a little bit different. So let's see. There is, you know me and my teal. And something you learn in your colors is, do you see how dark that color is? You kind of want to match that to a degree, and you can do it by sliding this slider. Okay, so let's just see what that looks like. Ta-da! And then you can come in and add text, a little bit of body text, empower fitness empire, or your name, or whatever the case might be. put your contact information there. And I typically take down the transparency of it a little bit so it looks more like a watermark, not a big bold, because you don't want to be offensive to the eye. You don't want it to be so, for everything, you don't want it to be so in their face that they're like, whoa, scroll past that business. So there's that. That's as hard as it gets. You can even change the background color if you wanted, or take off this icon by just hitting the trash can. It is seriously endless. Something else I wanted to show you guys is matching up fonts does not have to be difficult. In fact, what I've learned is when you scroll through this text area, there's some that have really stuck out to me that I use all the time now. So like this, happy birthday. This is, you can see it is called Selena. This one is League Spartan. So make a note of it. If you like the way that that looks, you can turn this into whatever you want. But remember those font names. I have a notebook open at all times when I'm at my computer, because you just never know when ideas will come to you, or these kind of things where you want to just take a note. So we're going to delete that. Oh. Okay, so you're done with your image. You're happy. Oh wait, I'm going to show you something else. You can replace this image with an image of you. So let's just say this is, well, here, I'll use Ashley because I love her. There you go. It's that easy. You can upload images. Let me just show you. All you do to upload an image is just drag it in to Canva and it pulls it in. That's it. That's all you do. It is, honest to goodness, that simple. And I have all kinds of things that I've dragged in. Some of these are stock photos that I have purchased. Some of them are just pictures I've taken with my phone. Some of my selfies. So it can be anything. It can be anything. And then when you're all done, you just download and save. That's it. And then it's there for you to share on any social media that you want it to be. You can do all kinds of stuff on here, guys, and it's free for you to use. There is an option for a pro option if you want. I think it's like $10 a month, where you can have your branding color saved to it, and like certain fonts saved as your branding fonts, different things like that. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. When you are working on this, remember those numbers I showed you on the branding colors from those sites? You can change that. Okay, so right here, my gray I use is 696773. That is my gray I use for all of my graphics. So you can enter in that number and it's right there for you. And look, it all goes, see, do you see all my colors? The gray, that corally teal color, or coral color, the teal color. I don't have yellow in this one, but it matches what's going on in my picture. And so it just makes it nice. So when you're going through your social media, you know that you have something that coordinates and that works well together. I hope that helps. Canva is amazing. It's really easy to use. It took me a little bit of time to get used to it, not much. But it really took away the hours and hours I was spending in Photoshop to make the perfect graphic. Am I still using Photoshop at times? Sometimes, but honestly, most of the time I am going to canva.com. There's also PicMonkey that you can use. I personally do not use it anymore because I fell in love with Canva and it was so much easier. If you want to go look for stock photos that would fit your like fitness or whatever the case might be, I wouldn't go crazy with stock photos because you really want the images to be you. You want people to see you and everything that you're doing. But I have used stock images in my past. I really love Stocksy.com. They are inexpensive. They're, I think, $10 an image, which is way cheaper than some of the other places I've had to use for my other companies with my husband when I've worked on ads, not worked it. But something I want you guys to remember through all of this, it's you. It's not Beachbody. Do not share the name of the program you're using. Do not share terms only known in the Beachbody world like 21-day fix, shift shop, Shakeology, energize, recovery, none of that. Like I'm currently doing shift shop. I'm telling people I'm doing a speed and strength and conditioning training. It's what it is. Because people outside of Beachbody does not know what shift shop is. And so I really want to encourage you with that. Another thing I wanted to encourage you guys on is it is about progress, not perfection. So if you have an idea, of what you want to share or what you want to put out there, do it, because you doing it is better than you sitting and trying to make it perfect or trying to work your way around it. Just put it out there. If you have questions about it, share it with your coach to have them critique it for you. If you have a post that you're unsure about, ask for help, because that's what we're here for. We have all we've blundered on social media. We've made mistakes. We have shared pricing in our post or shared a link, and that's a big no-no. So you don't, we have learned over the years what to do and what not to do. And we would love to help you learn through that. Something else is do not overthink it. Just be you. Be vulnerable. Be inspirational. Be motivational. Just share your story, because no matter where you're at, if you're in chapter 1 or chapter 20 of your story and in your progress, you are going to inspire people, and people are watching you. So even if you're not at your goal weight or you have not accomplished wherever you want to be in the business or whatever the case might be, know that where you're at now and you sharing now is speaking to people. You might not know who they are yet because they're just kind of checking you out and not commenting or liking, but they are watching you. So just keep being you, keep showing up for yourself and sharing daily, and it's just a progress, okay? Let's see. And also, do not feel the need to create everything. We are part of an amazing team. Beachbody gives us some amazing tools in our Coach Online office. I got sucked into this because the graphic artist in me just couldn't let it go. And training, like I love teaching, I love professional development. I wanted to create my own training. You don't have to do that. That is spinning wheels that don't need to be spun. So just learn to embrace what tools are at your hands, and then just be creative with some of the other things going on. Let's see. I think I have covered everything. I'm looking over my notes really quick. Oh, some great tools for adding mottos or quotes or something to your pictures. Canva is obviously one of my favorites. PicMonkey is amazing. Roana Designs is an app that you can download that gives you a great way of sharing. WordSwag is probably my favorite app that I have downloaded. Votify is another good one. those are probably my tops for how to share like words or making it look like it is pretty just on top of one of my pictures. But I think that's it. I think I got you guys taken care of. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. That is what I'm here for. If you need help on learning Canva or one of the apps I have mentioned or any of the websites, please reach out. That is what I'm here for. The biggest helper that you are going to find is going to be on YouTube and Google. You can learn everything and anything from there. So if there's something that I have said that spurred something in your head that made you want to learn more on something, that's where I go to. That is, I call it my upline, my favorite upline coach. As much as I love my upline coach and the star diamond, you know, the up the ladder, Google and YouTube are my favorite upline coach because they're available at any time without me having to worry that I'm taking them away from family time or whatever the case might be. So I hope that helped. In the meantime, you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to do your 4 vitals and be awesome. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.